Hi everyone, my name's David Brophy. I'm from Australia. I work at Sydney University and I study Xinjiang. A while ago I lived there and studied at Xinjiang University in Urumqi. And since then I've gradually seen the situation deteriorate. So as someone whose life is inevitably bound up with that place, it's important that I do what I can to help to get the word out about what's going on there now. There are many people from Xinjiang here in Sydney who are still cut off from their loved ones, who are incredibly anxious about what's going on. Some of them will be confident enough to do a video like this, and I hope that they will, but some of them won't be. So this is a small gesture of support from me. I thought I'd say a few words about the situation as a member of the faculty here at Sydney University. From various visits to Urumqi over the years, I know a number of professors, people who've helped me out at various times who are now in the internment camps. Some of these cases have been publicized, people like Reeducation, who's relatively well known internationally, and then there are many others who are not. I don't want to talk about individuals, in case doing so will make the situation worse for them. But I'm also very sure that the people I'm aware of are far from the only ones who've ended up in this situation. I've heard some stories recently about what it's like now at Xinjiang University, where I studied. People say that there are departments there with less than half of their faculty actually working. The rest have all been arrested or interned for re-education. And I've heard in particular that the number of Uyghur staff has been greatly reduced. The kind of people I have in mind here are people who've published books, they teach, they speak Chinese perfectly well, they know the Chinese law, they don't need re-education. They've dedicated their lives to helping young Uyghurs find a way for themselves in today's China. Some of them are quite senior, people who are close to a well-deserved retirement. But some of them are young and still have a lot to contribute. But instead they're wasting away in what I can only imagine are awful, mind-numbing conditions in these camps. So it's tragic for all of us who've taken an interest in Xinjiang to be effectively cut off from our colleagues in this way. It also means, unfortunately, that I'm cut off from Chinese colleagues in the People's Republic too. I just can't see how it would be possible for me to participate in normal university exchange, to join in conferences or workshops in my field of study and pretend that things were more or less normal while I have these Uyghur colleagues sitting in internment camps and not knowing when they're going to get out. So for the time being, I won't be engaging in that kind of exchange, which is a pity, of course, because I know that there are many Chinese in China who are worried about the direction of things in Xinjiang. They can appreciate that these aren't the kind of policies likely to produce peace and harmony there, and they want to see a change in direction too, but just don't feel that they can say anything about this. So to Uyghurs, anyone who's watching this, I just want to say have the strength to continue being active in whatever way you feel appropriate. Self-determination means, first of all, that this is your struggle and you need to decide how to fight it. We support you in that. I don't know if any Chinese officials are watching this. I'm appealing to you to close these camps and let my colleagues, along with everyone else, out. What I'm saying here is not part of any Western plot to destabilize China. We ourselves here in Australia have made and continue to make the wrong decisions in the way we treat our Indigenous people, in the way we treat Muslims. We all need to rethink. We can all find a better way. I didn't have to make any new signs for today. I had these already sitting here because we've been telling our government here to close its camps in which it has kept refugees for many years. And we're asking China to do the same thing, to close its camps too. To anyone else, if you're thinking that there's not a lot you can do right now to change the situation inside China, I think that's perfectly understandable. But there still are plenty of ways that you can show solidarity and make a difference to people whose lives are being ruined by these policies, particularly people in our communities outside China. So if you see Uyghurs or anyone else from Xinjiang asking you for support, then please give some thought to what you can do. That's all. Thanks for watching.